Hello everyone, and welcome to this month's Anime Paint Night. So, for this month, we actually have a protagonist from the anime Solo Leveling, and his name is Jinwoo. Jinwoo. Yes, this our line art should be inside of our kit. In addition, you should also see our reference sheet with some cool shots of our main character. In addition, you should have a watercolor palette a lot cleaner than mine, with a paintbrush inside. Don't forget to get your water. This is watercolor, and highly recommend getting you some paper towel like the ones that I have underneath these papers. So let's get started. First things first, as per usual, we are going to work on our skin tone first. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the brown a little bit, lightly with the color and lots of water so we can make the skin tone a little bit more accurate. Just gonna cover all the places that we see skin, and this time there's not gonna be a lot of areas that have skin exposed in the grand scheme of things. There are 3 regions that we're going to be going for, 3 or 4, like the head, which includes the face, the neck, and the ear. Then we'll also have the arms, well, 1 full arm and 1 elbow, since the other one is wrapped up in a bandage. We'll do a little bit of shading to go ahead and get a little bit of a distinction between the different shades of the skin tone we're looking for. We'll make sure to go back near the end to make sure that the shading is more defined. This is just the first layer, so it'll be very light. Taking your time and making sure that you get all of the pigment on the respective regions. He's got some pretty strong arms, so I did add a little bit of some muscle definition, so you can feel free to add shading around that area to make sure the muscles pop, but then again, we are going to do that a little bit later down the line. So let's make sure that we get the whole hand first. Very nice. Good. And then we'll go ahead and get the opposite side down for the elbow. Alright, and that should do for this portion, so we'll go ahead and transition to our next portion. So our next portion that we're going to be working on is going to be the clothing. So the first things first, we're actually going to go for the shirt. The shirt, Sun's, or do we say Jinwoo or something? I'm going to say Sun. So Sun's clothing is the color palette is very, very blue. It's, well, in the anime that is, and in the webtoon it's a little bit different. But in this one, the character design was changed up to definitely have a little bit more of a blue, cooler color palette, at least in the beginning for him. So we're gonna have to pay attention to our shading. So this first part, the shirt, we're just gonna primarily use the darker blue. But we're also going to incorporate a little bit of purple and a little bit of black. So we'll do dabs of blue, dabs of purple, dabs of black, and then dabs of blue again. And that'll get to a color palette that we actually kind of enjoy. And it's okay if you don't smooth out the colors all the way through, because, to be perfectly honest, a cool effect, it'll dry even though the splotches are there, and it'll actually create a cool effect. So you don't have to worry about it being super smooth, and it just adds a little bit more depth. It's really cool. We're gonna work on the pants. I'm just using regular blue, no other colors with it, just using a little bit of the blue. Now we're gonna transition though to the hoodie. So focusing on the hood and the rest of the jacket as a whole, we're gonna use a little bit of blue, but we're really gonna focus on the sky blue and stuff. The sky blue is going to be the primary color that we're going to be using for the rest of the outfit. In certain areas, we'll combine it with the darker blue just to make it have a little bit more depth, have a little bit more distinction between the different parts of the jacket. But as you can see, as we're coming down for the sleeves, we're doing more spaced out blotches of the regular blue and then we're going to be using primarily the sky blue to go ahead and blend it in together. Just having a little bit of a soothing color. I really appreciate his color scheme. It's really, really nice. When you see blue, you usually think of like calm, you usually think of soft, and in the beginning, Sun is definitely very much those things. A little bit like not super confident and stuff like that. Very nice guy kind of vibe. So I think the color scheme really works with him. And I do also like the fact that he will eventually juxtapose that color scheme with being very like sharp and like tactically sound with what he eventually does as he becomes a higher class hunter in the show or in the story. Both. To be perfectly honest, when we have blue, we think of like water, we think of the ocean and stuff like that. We can think of it as calming, but the water is genuinely a mystery. It's also very scary a lot of times. So to be perfectly honest, maybe Sun's personality works really, really well with blue. That also, for animation standpoint, the blue does stand out as well. So we could speculate all the way through, but either way, it's fine. So as we can see, we're almost done with the jacket here. We are coming close to it. There we go. Using a little bit more of the sky blue, making sure that we are taking our time so we do not encroach upon the other areas that are separated by the black lines. Just paying attention to the different areas that we want to add more regular blue, but also just remembering we don't have to be too overzealous with spreading the color around. So yeah, right now it looks pretty good there, but we're almost done. We've got to actually target the shading underneath the hood. So I'm just going to go back to our regular blue and purple again, a little bit of sky blue as well, and then that covers that. The next part though, we have the inner portion of the jacket and the pockets. So for those, we're going to do a little bit of sky blue, but we're then going to go in and get the eggshell or the white. And we're going to use a lot of that to go ahead and make sure that it's a very, very light blue. So just make it a little bit more accurate to what we see on the reference sheet for his outfit. And we'll do that in the main region, so like the pockets, and then on the left side where that jacket kind of like splits at the seam, very close to the pants and the darker part of the shirt. After this, we will still not be done. We have to make sure that we do a little bit of sky blue and the eggshell again for the ripped sleeve on his right side here. And then once we do that, we should be good for this portion. And then we will make sure to transition to our next spot. Oh, you know what I forgot? The eye. His eyes are blue. So I'm going to use the sky blue again. Just do one little dab. And then get a little bit of water and just speck one more time. And that's it. See you at the next part. Our next portion, we are actually going to now work on Sun's weapons here. So Sun, as a knife user, is very unique. His knives are like not small. They're like large knives or like very short swords, to be perfectly honest. They're like dark level knives. They're very cool. But I really love the color scheme of them. So I'm just going to work on the hilt first and the shorter dagger. And then I completely understand the inaccuracy of what is about to happen in terms of the color scheme for his second dagger. But I'm trying to go off of the reference picture and the reference sheet, that one that's like dead center, that you kind of like see him like with the arms crossed and everything. That's pretty much all I'm using as my reference for the knife. So I'm using some yellow on the edges, and I use orange in the center. And then I'll go back and I'll add a little bit more orange to the sliver of yellow on the edge side. and just kind of like spread that around a little bit. And I like how that sets up. A little bit more orange there. And then what I'll do after that is then I'll start working on the other part of the blade, or the second blade actually, to be perfectly honest. I'm going to take some red, and I'm going to focus on like the saw edge of it, like that zigzag. Keep it nice and simple right there. This pause right here is like, am I doing this right? Yep, there we go. Very nice. Also, there was like a fly in here when I was recording this. I was just like, what is going on with this fly? And I'm like getting distracted with it like near me. So like I get up, you see how it got darker there? I closed the shade because the fly got like caught in the shades. So, fun fact. Anyway, it's fine. So I finished the red of the dagger, and then I'm actually going to stick the red for just a little bit more. And this dagger, I'm going to, for like the main part of the blade, I'm going to take like a few drops of red, and then I'm going to go for the black. And that's how we're going to pretty much color in the knife. Not only for this knife, but we're also going to do that for the second one. The one that his bandaged hand is holding. We're not going to add like an extra bit of red for the second one. I don't think we need that. To be perfectly honest, if I look at that picture a little bit too long, it looks like there's purple in it, and I was just like, nah, I'm just going to stick with the black. Keep it simple. But first we're going to do the hilt. The hilt's very unique because it has like a hand guard around it. Again, very unique type of knife. Very cool stuff. And then we'll take that and we'll just continue on filling in the core part of the blade right here. Almost done. This pose, at first I was just gonna do like, there's like a movie, I forgot the name of the movie, but Brad Pitt, he's like using a knife in a fight. It's like a karambit or whatever. And at first I was just gonna like mimic that stance, and then I was just like, but I really like the idea of having one, like both of the blades close to the chest, you know, like wielding it and stuff like that. Almost like, I don't know, I just like this pose, so I just changed it up. And then we'll add a little bit of gray for the bandages. Then we'll move on to our next portion. This portion, we're not doing too much. We're going to be actually working on the hair. Now, I know his hair isn't as interesting as many of our other anime paint nights, but it's still nice. It's still important. So we're just going to go straight for the black, because his hair is indeed black. But what you'll notice is that I'm leaving a little bit of whites on the edges of the hair, because if you look at the pictures, he has like this blue glow to it and stuff. And we're going to reference that as we continue painting the hair. So then we're going to go for the regular blue after we've filled up the hair just enough. And then we're going to dab just a little bit of blue on the edges after we finish doing this. Yep. Alright, now here's the blue. We're just going to dab a little bit of dots here. And then we'll get some water. Not too much black. There's plenty of black already, so we'll just go ahead and use the water and spread that around. And it's totally fine if it gets a little bit loose. Totally good. Just making sure that we cover every edge that is exposed with that blue-black tint. Just to like pay reference to like, all that blue glow and stuff like that. We're gonna add a little bit more black on this side just to make sure it blends a little bit. We don't want the blue to be too overbearing, Just want it to be like subtle. It's just like, yeah, there we go. And with that being said, that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna move on to our next spot. Now let's head back into our details. So first thing you're gonna notice is these big black like lines on the side, right? So those are like swooping lines and such. So we're just gonna color the inner part. I'm gonna use a little bit of sky blue. You don't have to do this. Perfectly honest, you could do your own color in anything, but I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna stop right before we get to the elbow, just to like have like this swoop, like it's like swinging the knife, or like just swoop the knife so we can get to like that position. We're gonna do it again on the opposite side as well. Yes, and then stopping right before we actually get to the body. And like, I was really happy how that turned out, because there was so much empty space when I finished the line art. I was just like, how can I fill it? And I'm like, yeah, I kind of like that. Kind of like what this looks like. And to be perfectly honest, as I'm looking at it right now, it's totally fine. But we're gonna have a little bit of aura here. That's right. Now, when I look at when I was looking up Jinwoo, like, I see a lot of what he looks like in the future, like when he gets like really like leveled up, and you see like this purple aura around him. It's like, you know, like that JoJo's menacing aura and stuff like that, but it's like really cool. So I wanted to pay reference to that and add a little bit of like those lines. So I'm just gonna go around and add a little bit of those details, and just like have like the wisp of the aura like come off of him and everything. And yep, even up there with the hair. And then I'll start like doing a little bit of like an outline around it. Pay reference to those references and such. Absolutely. Alright, and now add a little bit of more purple for like the big swoops and such. Yep. Then after the big swoops, get a little more water to even that out. I'm gonna start adding some more shading for the skin. So I'm going and just like dabbing a little bit more of the brown, and for the parts that are like, you know, would have shading, so like the muscles and the veins that we were talking about before, like in the hand and also in the arm, making sure that that's nice and evened out. In addition, for the elbow over here. And then after that, we'll be going up for the neck, and again for the ear. We'll go ahead and take some water and even that out. Spread that around, just to add a little bit more depth, just to make colors pop a little bit more, the design. But outside of that, that is our anime paint night for this month. You all did a very good job. I really like doing this one. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed the character design. But I will see you all next month. Bye-bye.